Impact segment tonight, let's bring in Fox News analyst Mary Catherine Ham and Columbia University Professor Marc Lamont and for Juan Williams tonight. He's in Washington. Subjects, healthcare in Egypt. So, political ramifications of the ruling today. I mean, the president's, they're going to put a face on it like, well, we're confident we'll win, but boy, oh boy, this is a pretty big blow.
It's a big deal. I mean, the fight will go on, and today is my day to do a victory dance, and folks like me and
Marc
Lamont Hill
why are you so happy, though? Why are you so happy?
Because it is a big deal that the entire thing was struck down, not just the mandate, which I do believe is quite clearly unconstitutional based on the conversation that you were having with Megan earlier, which is just that regulating inactivity opens a door to an incredible number of things. But he took it one step farther and said, okay, this is not severable from the rest of the law, which is actually kind of the argument the government makes. And that is a huge deal, and overcoming that as this moves forward is going to be tough. And I think it's not great for public opinion of the law as well. Okay,
but the president's signature issue is Obamacare, and now he finds himself in limbo until the Supreme Court rules it. And that suspends, the House already voted, but the Senate's not going to do anything now. They'll just wait.
Right. I mean, Republicans are daring them to take a vote on this. They've signed on to a
bill. They're just gonna, now they have an excuse not to do anything.
Right. But what it does, I think, is deal with the public opinion about health care that has never been very strong and probably will get worse.
That's a good point. So, Dr. Hill, while Mary Catherine's doing a victory dance, you are experiencing agita, or what are you doing?
Not at all. It's funny. I spoke to Valerie Jarrett a few hours ago at the White House prior to the decision, and she said, look, you win some, you lose some. Well, even if we lose this one, this is what the president expects. This is going to go to the Supreme Court. So this isn't a blow. This is exactly what the Obama administration expects. I disagree with Mary Catherine that this is definitely unconstitutional. There are clearly debates about that, too.
All right, well, let the Supreme Court decide that. But when you say it's not a blow, I think Mary Catherine's right. I think when you see the next poll on Obamacare, because of this ruling, they'll, look, most Americans don't like it anyway, and I think that's going to go up.
Well, first of all, I do agree that it's a blow in terms of the court of public opinion. I'm saying it's not a blow in their strategy because they expected this to happen. Of course, if the American people start to believe that this is unconstitutional, it's only going to hurt public opinion lower public opinion even more. No, there's no disagreement about that. But this does not mean that Obamacare or health care reform is dead in the water at all, even if the Supreme Court agrees with what you're saying, Bill 5-4, and I think you're wrong.
Well,
it doesn't matter. It's not dead.
Hill and I will bet a giant dinner on this down the road, but it certainly does, because if Obamacare is ruled unconstitutional, it has to go back to ground zero and start again with a Republican House. But it also hurts President Obama in this way. We assume that the Supreme Court will fast-track this and hear it and decide in the fall. In the fall. That goes right up into the presidential campaign of 2012. If he has a loss like that on his resume going into the campaign, it can't possibly help him.
If the entire law is found to be unconstitutional and you have to start all over, that's a different issue. But if just the mandate part is found to be unconstitutional,
you can't administrate
there's a lot of room for compromise. There's a lot of room for
well, look, I'd like to see some compromise because there are some good things in Obamacare. But if once you throw out the mandate, the whole thing collapses.
No, it doesn't, Bill.
All right. In my opinion, it does, and it's my show. So all right, now let's go to Egypt. Grade the Obama administration handling Egypt. Oh, stop with this. We pay you to do this. Stop with this.
I'm going to give you a grade. I'm ready with a letter. Go. C.
C.
No, I think, listen, I'm going to be a little bit more friendly to the Obama administration.
No, C isn't friendly.
For a conservative, it is. Come on, give me a break.
What could they have done better?
That's true.
Look, thank you very much, Mark. No, look, I think that it's fair to be a little clumsy in the response to this. And
what could they have done better? If you're giving them a C, tell me how it could have done better.
I think we should signal that we would like to back the more liberal and moderate forces on the ground and actually take some behind the scenes and
we don't even know who they are.
That's what we have to be figuring out, which is why I'm not terribly encouraged by the reaction thus far.
Now, you going to give him a fair grade, or are you just going to be a nutty ideologue, Professor?
C is way more than passing.
I'm going to be an ideologue and give him a D-. I have
D-?
I don't grade on a D-. D as in David, minus.
Wow.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, Joe Biden's remarks about Mubarak.
That's crazy.
The whole thing.
Right. He's a dictator, and Biden doesn't. But don't disturb Joe. He's comfortable there.
But that adds to the bad grade. Come on.
I mean, come on.
What would you have done different, though? If you'd given him a D-, what would you have done different?
I don't know, denounce despotism. I don't know, promote democracy. you know, encourage him to step down? I mean,
yeah,
anything?
I think that's what we tried to do when the Shah got out of there. How did that work out?
No, but you asked me what the right thing to do is. That's the right thing to do. There's an on-the-ground strategy you have to make sure that you don't replicate Iran again. But this is absolutely the wrong way to go. I mean, the Obama administration has essentially said, we hate despots, we hate dictators, but he's our dictator. He's cute. What are you going to do? Yeah. That's the absolute wrong way to go.
I don't know
can't believe Mary Catherine's giving her
look, Obama's done business with him for 2 years, and so has Secretary of State Clinton. For them to all of a sudden turn around and go, we hate him.
Well, I know.
Come on.
Yeah, I know Mark and I are flipping.
And he's helped us out a lot, Mubarak. I'm not sticking up for the guy. The guy's a dictator.
It sounds like you are. I'll let my liberal counterpart
I'm giving
talk.
the guy a B. I'm giving Obama a B handling Egypt. Okay?
What's this, the Twilight Zone?
Yeah,
I'm giving him a D, and you two are giving him
because
C's
he's in a
B's?
tight spot, Obama. He's got to do what's best for the USA.
That doesn't make it right, though, Bill. Come
Make
on.
what right? We've been dealing with this guy for 30 years. He's kept us out of war.
But he should not have been. But he should not have been. You cannot launch foreign. You cannot launch attacks on foreign countries under the premise of promoting democracy, but promote anti-democracy in the context of Egypt, just because you like the guy.
You're making it way over. So this guy has kept Israel and Egypt out of a war for 30 years. That's worth something. All right, I gotta go. D-, C,
We're flipping the
B.
scripts on you,
I know.
Bill.
Well, you know, independent thinkers.
You two are getting liberal. I
Mark
love you
on this
guys.
than you.
Directly ahead, lots of behind-the-scenes stuff going on. See